Montecristo Epic Premium Selection 2007. This came out, I think, around 2012, give or take. It's been a long time, so obviously this is not original production. I don't know what that means as far as with some of the tobacco that they held back for 2007, in 2025. You understand? I don't understand when they have these more limited offerings within a bigger brand or any brand, but you continue to make it for over a decade. So I don't know how that works. Like, do they have just so much reserve tobacco? But then even then, how could 13 years later it be the same blend? Because wouldn't then now the tobacco using that from 2007 that you originally released 2012, wouldn't that tobacco be 13 years older and changing the blend, making it weaker? So I don't know how they tweak that. Or I don't know if they had the original idea and then they just continue. I don't have the answer for that. Maybe they keep the same exact tobacco, but with the same name, but then every year they just put some aside and they still call it 07, but the next year's release would have been 08, 9, 10. Does that make any sense? I don't know. And I have no one to ask that question to. It's a classical Montecristo. I got to look it up. I obviously on the Rotatus. From what I read, and I think we discussed it with PG, that this is actually made by Altatus in Dominican Republic at the Garcia factory, whereas the future Epics, I believe, were Plasencia, also with the other Espadas and everything else. Well, Plasencia, then later on you have AJ Fernandez, Montecristos. So, and even if we just stay within the Dominican Montecristos, you have the classic lines, the white, the Montecristo Classic Series, and you also have the brown band, and then they had some other ones within the classic stuff. I can't remember the name though. Oh, you have the one with the silver tube. Oh, what the hell is the name of that? Platinum, yeah. And along the way there was some small batch stuff and Grupo de Maestros. There was some really nice, I think, came in 100 count boxes, 1, 2, and 3, I think. Great cigars. I digress though, but this was the beginning of some change in the Montecristo line, where going outside the box and not always having major releases, like having minor releases. No, you understand what I'm saying? Where it was just small batch, and something maybe better or more unique that they couldn't do on a mass level. So when these came out, you weren't going to find these all the time or at every shop, and the price might have been a little more, give or take. I think I picked this up for about 13 or 14 Pennsylvania. So not a cheap cigar, but online maybe you can get a little better. Back in the day, I believe I bought a box of these on Cigar Bid, and I don't know what I paid. I think under 100. I think I got a good deal on them. I don't know if it was 60 or 80 bucks for a box of 10. I stole that box, but anyways, though, I remember really enjoying this blend. But it's been a long time. Now the cellophane wasn't, totally, covered. It wasn't dark, so it's like, okay, this is not from 10, 12 years ago. So the question is the current production Epics, which there's a blue Epic. I think there was a red Epic. I think there was a S2K, a silver Epic, or I don't know what the fuck. And I got to look it up because I'm pretty sure the later on Epics, there was a green with the green eye too. I'm pretty sure that they were all on the Plasencia. So the question is the Nicaraguan tobacco in here from Plasencia? But this was the first Epic, I believe. So was this the first one that was just rolled in-house? It has some Dominican tobacco in the filler, Nicaragua in the filler, and then it's got an Ecuadorian Habano. Really nice looking Habano, and a little bit of that tobacco here sticking out there, and I don't know what's going on there. Doesn't bother me, but hey, it is a handmade product. I let it sit out for a day, so it should be ready to smoke from the factory. Somebody put too much factory glue. Luckily it's just gonna flake off. Luckily it didn't rip the band, because the band can move now. The band couldn't move yesterday. If the band's got room, the smoke's got room. I can't stress it enough, because the bands don't change size. Once they're glued, that's it. But see, when they go on, they go on. And then if that cigar gains too much moisture, it's gaining weight and moisture. There's going to be less room for air, and the tobacco's not going to burn or combust as well. And that's going to be less combustion, petroleum engine, less combustion, less power, less flavor. Really nice looking stick. I've enjoyed this cigar over a decade. Not that I smoked 100 of them, but I smoked more than a box, and and I enjoyed them, you know. And let's get to it. I forget the binder. Was the binder Nicaraguan? I'll get that for you. Nobody cares. Let's just enjoy this beautiful Saturday early afternoon. Had a late breakfast, minding my business, following all state, local, and federal laws, and just enjoying it. I got a nice cup of coffee, and we're gonna see what happens. Well, we got a banger. This is fantastic. This cigar is such a great blend. If you never smoked the Epic 07 or any of the Epic lines, but I'll tell you what, I got a great affinity for this blend. It's bringing back some memories. And on this bright and sunny October, late morning, early afternoon on a Saturday, chilling out, just vibing, man, it's a good day vibe, man. The Habano has so much pliable, so much, how do I say, adaptability. You know, I love super dark, thick, heavy Maduros, Oscuros. Obviously, that could be applied to Mexican San Andreas, Connecticut broadleaf, Pennsylvania, Brazilian, etc. Nicaraguan, Honduran. But the point is, Habano type cigars has the most range. Medium strength right now. But the flavor, the texture, each is fantastic. But combined, the flavor, strength, the operation, this is a harmonious vibe. If you're looking for a stronger Montecristo, go for any of the AJ Montecristos. If you're looking for a stronger Montecristo, go for the Plasencia Espada or even the Espada Oscuro, even stronger. This is not that vibe. It's going to be coming in stronger than like a Montecristo White. And I know the strength's going to increase. And there's a little damage happening there. And I didn't drop this cigar. So as this is lighting, we're having some of that. That's a stress fracture. This could have been mishandled. Well, who knows? And these cigars do come in, not coffins, but in a way open top coffins. So basically the cigars are shoved in between, like cedar, and I mean picture like a coffin with the top off, and that's part of the box. And I don't like that. It's like a press, but that's gonna press on the cigars, and it's tight. And as the cigars get wet, they gain some, they start getting bigger. They start expanding as they gain moisture, and now they're expanding in that tight wood box. No diddy, and I think it could lead to some stress fractures, possibly. We'll see. But should you try this blend? Oh, you should buy a box of these fucking cigars. I can't stress it enough. Cigars like this is the reasons why we smoke cigars. Great flavor. Smooth as silk. With the flavor you're getting on this, creamy texture. No chocolate. Creamy, almost slightly vanilla type flavor, but creamy texture, nutty, buttery, oily. It's more of a cashew note. It has nice berry notes, and that's exactly what I remembered about this blend back in the day. So nutty, berries, creamy vanilla, some black pepper, but not an immense amount. And really nice coffee flavor. And not a super dark coffee. So look, this is a perfect daytime cigar. You always taste more, you always feel more during the day. How do I know this? It's scientific. This is why you have to do more at night to feel. People can have one drink at breakfast or one drink at lunch, and they're okay. People at night generally are getting smashed. It takes more to feel. People at night, I guarantee you most orgies and gangbangs aren't happening at 9 in the morning. If it is, you got a real problem. But at nighttime, people feel dead because the sun has gone. And the sun brings us warmth. The sun's light also stimulates our mind. So we're already dealing with that. So you don't need much more. Sunny days just make us feel content. Without the sun, a visual representation of God's love, we feel dark, depressed, sad. Maybe we think we become our own gods. We think we could just sin and nobody will see it. Fantastic blend, as long as you're not looking to have your ass kicked. Oh boy, the berry sweetness on this is fantastic. Rich berry sweetness, vanilla, creamy, nutty, chestnut. No, not chestnut. Why the fuck am I saying chestnut? Cashew. Excuse me. I'm feeling like PG here. I'm just thinking about all different kinds of nuts. No Diddy. Or should I start saying no PG? I'm just busting. Guys, I'm busting balls. Jeremy knows this. All the guys, all we do is make locker room jokes. It's all fun. It's all fun and games, you know? Will I smoke this again? Oh, definitely. But it just has a fond memory in my mind, in my heart. This cigar is happiness. If you want a happiness, a joyful cigar, a happy, delicious, I don't know how else to explain it. And a happy Habano, if you want a happy Habano that has way more sweetness than Habano should, but not like a chocolate sweetness, like a rich beer. Dude, this is fantastic. I could smoke this kind of blend any time of day, even at night, and I could be content. As long as you don't want to get your chocha blown out, you're going to have a great time with this. I just bought it yesterday, so clearly it's still available. Shop around, find a good deal on Cigar Page. This is a great blend. I'll come back. Well, peaceful. Saturday, early morning, whatever the fuck. I'm going to call it late morning. If you don't got to work and you're just chilling, it's a late morning, even though it's early afternoon. The vibe on this is fantastic. We're medium plus. The berry note and the spice is increased, not crazy amount, but so it feels like a mixed spiced berry, not like Aladino Corojo Reserve, not like that. But I mean, different vibe. It's a lower temperature than that. It just lets you chill out with the creaminess and nuttiness of this, with some mixed spice berries. It's the vibe with the coffee note. Dude, it's a luxurious, relaxing, playful cigar. It's a fun cigar. What would I really want to drink with this? A nice bottle of French champagne, a piece of nice brie cheese, throw in a couple crackers, and just mind my business sitting there at a park, maybe feeding ducks, having a nice, classy afternoon. That's what I would do with this. But I'd be strapped though, so case of bear, or whatever, but yeah, I could recommend this. I'm gonna drop the ash and come back in the end. But dude, the vibe on this, the flavor in the tongue and mouth, no Diddy. It's got a nice sweet finish. No Diddy. Peace be upon PG. I'll be back. So where does this rank? 4.7. It's an amazing blend. It's a box-worthy blend. It's a lifetime-worthy blend. I smoked this cigar first time years ago, long ago, and I really loved it. And guess what? I still really love it. It's a banger. It's a box-worthy. It's an amazing blend. It's efficient. The price, if you go online, you could get these for a really good deal. Go on Cigar Page or shop around, and at the end of the day, even if you bought it at MSRP, like a PA for $14, listen, man, this is a luxurious cigar. It's a banger. It's a great time. Anyone could like this. It's easy to love. ETO. Nice long finish towards the end here. I'm not going to go over the profile again because I already said it. But anyone can enjoy the cigar. If you're looking to have a magical, happy vibe, the aura on this cigar is a good time, man. It's a nice celebration cigar where you're feeling happy about life, right? If you want a powerful, scary, or depressing or oppressive cigar, no. But this is a joyous occasion. The Montecristo Epic 2007 special, whatever the fuck, select. I don't give a shit. This is fantastic. It's called the Epic '07. That's what I'm going to call it. I think this might have been the first Epic. Probably the best. Yeah, anyways, I'll see you around. And I know I said originally a while ago, I was saying that this was a Plasencia Montecristo. And PG, respectfully, peace be upon him, I think he corrected me, that yes, this one was produced in the Garcia factory in the Dominican Republic, the Altadas factory. Later on, all the Epics and Spadas and everything else with the Montecristo were under Plasencia, minus the AJs. We're talking about the more limited editions or smaller batch. And but I'm pretty sure there's Nicaraguan tobacco on this. Pretty sure that came from Plasencia. Pretty sure on that. Unless of Altadas, I mean, Altadas is a Dominican company. I don't know, does Altadas have fields in Nicaragua? Or are they probably just purchasing that tobacco from Plasencia? And then eventually, though, they put Plasencia on the ban as they wanted to expand. And just like they added AJ, they basically gave them the Montecristo title and let them make their own cigars. I'll see you around. You stay fresh. You're going to have a good time with this. No cigars unless you're in Cuban prison.